Okay, everybody.
Let's make a left.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And make a left and then an immediate right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So basically it's like going straight. Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone. Good morning again. So I had to get off my last video because I was trying to get a car to get my son to take him to school. And I had done something, so I had to cut it off. But what I was talking about is we're in America's Pluto return. And Pluto is this energy where things have to be reconciled. And Pluto is about obsessions and oppression. Pluto is about sexuality. Pluto is about power. Ultimately, Pluto is about power. It's the energy we use to move through this reality. And what we are seeing now is America's power structure is beginning to dissolve because the power was built on the backs of black people. We black people built this country, and because it was never reconciled, it was never acknowledged, it was never made right. It's just like, like I've done shit in my life that I'm like, I shouldn't have done that, right? It's the laws of Ma'at, you guys, is what it is. It's balance. It's the laws of balance have to come back into order, right? So when we do things, we do things. I've done things that I knew were what I would call wrong. Let me say it this way. I've done things that I knew had a negative impact in my energy system. Let's call it that. Rather than calling it wrong, let's just say I've done things where I knew this is a negative energetic. And so you have to come and do something to balance it out. You have to make it positive. The universe fucking keeps score. It keeps score of everything. So America took a negative energetic, but it did not course correct it. It did not bring the laws of Ma'at to it. And so because it did not bring the laws of Ma'at to it, when Pluto came back, there is an imbalance in the system. There is an imbalance here, and it has to be made right. So now we're going to experience the impact of the Pluto return, and it's about to be hell because it was not course corrected. It's as simple as that. That's all it is. And so what we're seeing is it goes back to its original foundation. And the original foundation is black people. It's us. It's us. So all this stuff has to come up. It has to come up to be realigned. It has to come up to be reassembled, reimagined, right? And guess what? And we, as the people who are here, we have to realign it in our own systems because we have all been participating in this thing. We've been participating in unknowingly. We didn't know. But it doesn't matter because the universe does not care about if you know or not. That's not how the universe works, y'all. The universe doesn't care if you know that, all the wealth that your family has was stolen, but you're benefiting from it. So we all are partaking in the karma. That's it, right? So everybody has to do their own reconciliation. You have to and here's the thing. You have to get out of the matrix because the matrix was built on this system of capitalism and racism and classism. So you have to get yourself out of it. You have to walk yourself out of it. And that's what this stuff, but let me tell y'all, this stuff is juicy. This is better than any fucking soap opera. This stuff is so fucking good. I wish we could all talk back to one another because I am in awe of what is unfolding. When I saw Dave Chappelle on Saturday Night Live say, well, you could say that the Jews run Hollywood because it's mostly Jews there. And it looks that way. I'm so grateful that black people are starting to stop being scared. Like, we've been scared. Black people have been so scared for so long because of the epigenetics, you guys, because we have been conditioned to fear white people because of what we experienced in slavery, and that energetic DNA carries for generations. So I remember, like I said, when I would go to the South with my grandmother, going to Louisiana, and I would watch black people step off the curb for white people. That's epigenetics. That's fear. That's conditioning. That's in the system. It's in the cells. And so now we're finally starting to get free from it. Yes. Oh my God. It's amazing. Scared because they're scared because they control their paychecks. Absolutely. So they're not been telling the truth. So now this stuff, there's nothing better than this stuff, you guys. There's no TV show. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. There's not a TV show. It's not written. But this is maybe Shakespeare. That maybe it's Shakespearean. So now that is my work. That's my work, to help us heal, to help us see our own participation in it, to see that we didn't understand how we were participating in it, and then to begin to walk ourselves out of it. So to my point, come register for the Mars retrograde class. Today is a Mars day, you all. And Mars is retrograde in Gemini. And here's the thing we have to do. We have to write new stories, you guys. You got to get it out of your body. You have to get the energies out of your body. And while Mars is in retrograde, the thing that I love about my classes is because they are aligned to the energies. So the universe is so beautiful. This is why I love the universe. It gives you everything you need to walk yourself out. The universe is working with us. The divine is conspiring with us. That's the beauty of this. We're not alone, you all. This is, we're not alone. And anything that happened was allowed to happen. Let's say it that way, right? Anything that occurred because there was a reason and a purpose for it. So this is not just to make, this system be, I'm not here to overstep the pain. I'm not here to overstep the pain. I'm not here to deny that there has been profound pain in the human psyche and the human experience of black people and brown people. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not, because that would be a disservice to our human experience and our humanity. I'm not here to make white people villains, even though they are villainous. They are. There is something about them that is not, I don't understand it. I'm going to say I don't understand it. But I know that there is a creator. And the creator would not allow anything that wasn't meant to happen. And we're all a part of the creative power. We're all a part of it. Like, it's not like the creator, it's, so as a parent, as a mother, there are things that I have had to do that I knew my child would experience as painful and not understand why. But I knew in the long run that was going to be the thing that needed to happen, because it was going to give something on the back end that he couldn't see on the front end, but I could, right? And it's one of those kinds of experiences. I'm telling you all, the benefit of this oppressive, toxic, painful experience of this the benefit is that it created power. And now, if you can begin to do the work to walk yourself through it, the level of power that you will cultivate to be able to take humans into a new way of being is profound. Like, we now have cultivated energy inside of us because of the nature of oppression. That's why I would say, go look at diamonds. Diamonds are made they're cold, but then they're cold, right? And then they put them under extreme, intense pressure. And when they go through the pressure, they become the diamond. And that is how, so nature is the same everywhere. What nature does in one place, nature does everywhere. So if we understand the laws of nature and how they work, it means that we are filled with power and magic now. Real power and magic now. Real power and magic. And if you understand that there's an electromagnetic field around us that the Egyptians called the Neter, God, the creative force, source energy, it's alive. It is alive. And now that those of us who are waking up into our power, that force can use us in a more profound way, since we have awakened from the malaise of this terrible experience that we've been having. So it's important, and this is why this is what the classes are about, you guys, to teach us how to walk ourselves out of it, how to move ourselves through it, how to do the rituals and the practices to excavate the energy. Hold on one second, I got to text my son. I'll be right back. The class is to help us then excavate the energy so that we can access the magic, y'all. Because we need the magic. I had to text my son to let him know to come down because I'm picking him up. But we need the magic so that we can evolve ourselves forward. And we can't get the magic from blaming. You got to take responsibility for everything. It's quantum physics. It's the quantum field. So now we need to be able to imagine a new world. And in order for us to imagine a new world, we have to use our energy and this magic that we've cultivated. We have to have this new power to imagine the new world. So, all right, you guys, the Mars retrograde class starts. It starts today. You guys have a week or so to get there. And then the moon class for Sagittarius and Gemini starts tomorrow. And we're going to be doing the work to tap into, for the Mars retrograde class, recoding the body, because all of this stuff is stored in the body, the epigenetics of this, right? So if you come from people who've been raped and brutalized and slaved, like that, those codes of that power and storing, like our ancestors who held all of that, the ancestors who traveled over on ships and didn't die, those codes, that power is in our bodies, y'all. It's in our bodies. So we have to do the work, the rituals to bring it up, to uproot it, so then we can use it for creating a new world. But the thing is, it's like really learning how to use your creative power. You have to learn how to use your creative power. We're already using it, but we're using it through fear and confusion and ego. We have to be able to use it as divine beings and gods on the earth plane. This is an amazing fucking time to be alive, you guys. This is fucking amazing work. And here's the thing, we're new at it. Anyway, I gotta go. My child is about to get in the car. I love y'all so much. What a time to be alive. What a time. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.